David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. Here we go. Tip-off goes to New Orleans. Here's Williamson. And the call will be against Al Horford. That is his first foul of the game. A lot of focus on the guard matchup tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun. I don't like that decision there on the entry pass. Not with the defender right there ready to pick it off.
And slam dunk by Tatum.
Such a solid and unique big man in today's game. Horford's passing skills and ability to find the open teammate is very special.
Now here's Williamson. Good work defensively by Smart.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but like plenty of room.
And many thought Horford's days were over after his OKC stint, but showed he can still be a difference maker in Boston. And boy, was he a huge part of their finals run.
Outside Williams. The kick out to Tatum. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Tatum.
Just didn't get his hands up in time on that one. They weren't on the same page there.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. McCollum outside. Jones for three. And Tatum pulls it down. Horford may not be as consistent as he once was, but Greg, he shows up when you need him the most.
You know, he had several big games for the Celtics in the postseason. Great shooter who can really space the court for you. Still also a top-level defender at the rim, and he helped define their interior defense.
Now here's McCollum. On the wing, Jones. The three-pointer, no good. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Smart on the wing. Tatum deciding where to go with it. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Aggressive and efficient. Tatum using his size around the rim. That's what this team wants to see more of.
Now here's McCollum. Williamson outside. Can't hit that one. So the Celtics will take it the other way. And here's Tatum for three. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Kicks it out to McCollum. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. Celtics leading by 5. And Greg, up and down the Celtics roster, so many of their key players were drafted by the Boston Celtics.
And Tatum and Brown at the core, but also credit to their front office. Rare to find a powerhouse built from homegrown talent.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin, I spoke with the head coach of the Pelicans. Defensively, he wants his guys to protect the rim and do everything they can to push the offense out to the perimeter. He told me if we can do that, I feel good about our chances. Now, guys, obviously that's a tall order, but he's trying to get his guys to get geeked for the challenge.
Thank you, David.
Valanciunas, a seasoned veteran now that you basically can count on as a double-double guy, even in limited minutes. He really does a great job of patrolling the paint.
4 on the shot clock. Offensive rebound. Here's Williams. Rejected by Ingram. Here's McCollum. At the elbow, Williamson. Taken away by Williams. And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Pelicans trailed by 4. Williamson left side. No good with the layup. And so Horford will bring it up for the Celtics. In the corner, Tatum with it. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. Here's New Orleans. Pass to Ingram. Kicks it out to McCollum. And again, New Orleans has no up. Boston leading by 4. In the corner, Tatum with it. The kick out to Brown. Beyond the arc. They get it back. And here is Tatum. Inside. Horford. Boston again missing.
He's got so many ways to score in the post. Just nifty, uses fakes. You have to have a body on him every time he's down there.
A 3 from McCollum.
And you love how Tatum uses that long wingspan to really distract shooters. Great job contesting without fouling on that one.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What do you guys think about the Celtics here in this one?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
On the wing, Williams. Off target with his 3. Pelicans trailed by 4. McCollum outside. Williamson left side. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a handle on it.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. As an NBA player, there's tremendous competition, but also shared respect, and some say a brotherhood. How does that all balance out?
I think, Kevin, there's a clear line of delineation of what you're talking about once playoff time hits the NBA. I mean, during the regular season, you see a lot of guys spending some time with one another, but come playoff time, I'd be hard-pressed to find that kind of interaction because guys know what's on the line, they know what's at stake, and competition always reigns supreme.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, DA?
Thanks very much. Now, Malcolm Brogdon said in pre-draft interviews, teams would ask him, you went to college for 4 years and got your master's in your 5th year. Are you sure you want to be an NBA player? It seems as if you're black, you can't be both educated and a sportsman. But it's not disheartening. It's a chance for me to break the mold. Kevin?
Thanks, DA.
And guys, things are looking up in New Orleans. The extension for Zion Williamson reflecting his commitment to this young core, and with the 8th pick and Dyson Daniels, that the Pels added to their bevy of young wing defenders. They're building a team to contend.
Using that lengthy frame right there to draw contact, McCollum really baits the defender into committing that foul.
And so McCollum nails both of them. And the way C.J. McCollum, Greg, can get a shot up while moving, that's a big part of his game, isn't it?
Yeah, very few players can shoot as well as McCollum on the run. Applies for his pull-up jumpers or when he's falling out of bounds. McCollum, one of the best in the league at it.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
Brogdon with it. He's picked up by Nance. That one goes in. And the Celtics lead by 6.
And finally, someone scores.
Yeah, the buckets have been few and far between, and neither team able to get into any sort of offensive rhythm.
Now Griffin. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
For 3, Williams. Not going to go that time. Pelicans trail by 6. Here's Murphy. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Malcolm Brogdon. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Celtics?
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
Now, here's Brogdon. No good there with the step-back J. Richardson right side. Down low. Here's Hayes. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
All the way to the bucket, no resistance, just swipe the candy from him.
Outside Williams. Pass to Muscala. Out to White. Picked by Griffin. Brogdon outside. 5 to shoot. There's Williams. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
This is confidence shown in Blake Griffin's ability to handle the rock. Nice point guard skills there.
And there's the call on Malcolm Brogdon. That's foul number 2 for him.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter.
Celtics foul.
New Orleans shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Fourth team foul.
No good on the free throw.
Well, after their offense stalled in the finals, the Celtics getting some veteran help. Gallinari and Brogdon both bring shooting, and Brogdon's another playmaker on the floor.
And Josh Richardson continuing to develop his overall game at such good height at the 2-guard spot.
Now here is Horford. Here's Tatum. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Tatum's got the lead up to 6 now for the Celtics.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
The shot's good from Nance.
Nance Jr. wasting no time and quick decision-making, helping out that possession.
The kick out to Brown. Williams trying to break free. And it's slammed in by Williams.
Scraping and clawing, doing everything he can to grow that lead.
Emphatic on the putback stuff.
Team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there. He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
In the corner, Smart with it. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Hayes down low. Here's Richardson. Pass to Hayes. In the corner, Nance with it. Back to Hayes. And Hayes throws it down.
Assisted.
Nance is just such a cerebral player out there. Does a good job of trying to be a threat with the assist.
Tie game in Boston. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
15. The Pelicans. 15. And in that
first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. So it's the Celtics now. Tatum with it. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, nice job by Tatum inside. Very assertive. He's fantastic at putting the pressure on the D and consistently getting to the line.
Well, there's been some interesting moves in the Bayou, and this team has set up a roster that I think has some great potential. I mean, there's a lot of talent, a lot of interesting players that are on this roster, and I'm excited for their future.
And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Boston Celtics. The lead is 2.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Tatum with it. Now guarded by Ingram. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Last season, we know the Pelicans made that trade to bring in C.J. McCollum. He says, I think it's a match made in heaven. I'm happy to be here. The cool part is that I haven't had to make any real adjustments. The way I play is the right way. Kevin, back to you.
Well, and he's completely changing teams mid-season. Tough thing to do, but he is a veteran that can certainly handle it. Ball in his hands. Good things usually happen. Hey, David, thank you for that story. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. You definitely saw New Orleans making calculated moves, Brent, in the draft.
Yeah, there's some perfect fits alongside what a healthy Zion Williamson will bring to the court. And so if he's in there making that impact, there's a lot of complementary skill sets on this roster that will elevate them to being much more competitive sooner than you think.
And the dunk by Williamson.
Don't underestimate Zion's ability to work his way around defenders. Quick with the ball there and pretty shifty.
Here's Tatum. It's deflected. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. On defense, the Pelicans trailing by 2. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Here's Hayes. An easy 2 points on the layup. Hayes has got it all tied up now for the Pelicans.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
And so the ball is out of bounds. Richardson touched it last.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Outside Tatum. And he banks in the layup. Tatum's got 15.
I like when Tatum goes inside. He's using that height and touch to perfection from the interior.
Here's Williamson. And Tatum pulls it down.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight. Tatum no good on the free throw.
And one thing that stands out about this Celtics unit, their defensive ability. They've got a lot of skill on that end of the floor.
Now here's Tatum. He's got 15. And that one drops for him.
And every year, Tatum evolves. Tonight, he's given us a taste of everything he's been working on.
Both teams deciding to change it up. You're right, defense, it's been terrific for them. This Boston team, GA, certainly has a talent for holding back their opponent's shots and really defending well.
And Kevin, they put a lot of energy into pressuring shooters, making sure guys can't find easy looks. They don't want to give away anything for free.
First team foul.
Here's Valanciunas. To the paint. Here's Hayes. And Hayes throws it down.
The assist.
And not only does he get all the way to the rim in traffic, but how about he goes to the reverse?
You got to be kidding me. That was awesome. Now here's Tatum. Aston Muscala. Brown outside. Clock at 6. Here's Tatum. No good on that one. Pelicans trailed by 3. Now here's Richardson. And Jones has it in the corner. Back to Hayes. New Orleans moving it around. And the rejection by Tatum. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
And the vertical that Brown has is pretty impressive, as relentless a finisher as you'll find in our league.
That misses, so he splits the free throws.
I think people underestimated the Pelicans last year. They had such a tough start to the season, but still were able to make it to the playoffs. Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
And you know, Jason Tatum is one of those guys who can really do it all. He's got a versatile skill set that makes him a constant threat on both ends of the floor.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. For New Orleans, they've gone 5 of 8 from the charity stripe here tonight.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Here's Brown. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Richardson.
I admire the energy that Brown plays with, so great at getting to the line.
For your Celtics.
And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. The drive by Nance. And the jam by Larry Nance.
Assist.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Richardson. And it's Richardson slamming it down.
I like to see Josh Richardson showing you he can get up and rattle the rim a little bit.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Celtics lead by 2. And when...
The Pelicans. 29.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter, what is still anybody's ballgame. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for New Orleans. A 2-point game to tie it up. To the middle. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And you can tolerate gas like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
And here is Brogdon. Knocked loose. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Hernan Gomez. On defense, New Orleans trailing by 2. And that one drops. Williams has got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Celtics.
And the skills of Brown, not just a super athlete, but a tremendous floor general as well.
Here's Jones. Count it. And he'll have a chance for a 3-point play. That's on Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Celtics.
They've shown no let-up. Penetration, knife it inside. The defense has to tighten it up if they want to slow this team down.
Really good angle of attack there for Brogdon. Just saw a little angle and took it.
To the wing on the left. Nance outside. Stolen by Brogdon. And now the fast break. Brogdon with the ball. And then Griffin with the dunk.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
And how about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
Personal foul. First team foul.
That free throw good from Brogdon.
And he's the glue that holds this team together. Brogdon's calm demeanor and lead by example approach is so valuable to this squad.
Time call here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, the head coach for the Celtics talked to his team during the break. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
All right, David, thanks.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Tatum's shot is off.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Over in the corner, Marshall. Pass to Valanciunas. Count it, good.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
Outside Tatum. Over Williamson. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. And stolen by Williamson. To the left side wing. New Orleans moving it around. In the corner, it's Valanciunas. And the dunk by Williamson.
And Zion wants these moments and coming through here.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
Robert Williams, Al Horford, Derek White.
Here's Brogdon. To the inside. Here's Williams. And finished off by Williams.
How about the confidence? It's just growing in this young man. Williams has that attitude of a go-to guy in these big moments, even though he's still picking up the nuance of the game.
Back to Valanciunas. Williams with the block.
A main staple in Williams' game, that sixth sense for when to rise up and deter those shots.
Outside Horford. Over Williamson. Back to Horford. 5 on the clock. Outside to Brogdon. Here's Williams. Nice D from Valanciunas. Pelicans trailed by 4. Down low. Mr. Williamson. That ball. Great assist by Marshall. Williamson's got 4 this quarter.
Wow, you want to lead a franchise? This is how you do it. Zion coming through.
Here's Horford. Kick out to Brown. Williams trying to break free. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. Celtics making a switch here. 56 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Tatum. Outside, Smart. Again, the miss by the Celtics. And Valanciunas has got the ball here for the Pelicans. A 2-point game.
Swatted by Horford. In terms of defense, Al Horford up there amongst the top.
If you're with the ball, picked up by Brown. Here's Alvarado. Stolen by Smart. And so they foul intentionally. 26 seconds left in the game. And now we've got the intentional foul. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall.
Well, Tatum does look ready, prepared to do what he does best in the clutch, get buckets. Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Nope. Every opportunity here have to have flawless execution.
Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Left side, Tatum. Shoots a fader. Good!
And let's give some credit to Tatum. Doesn't crack when the pressure's on. He just seems to embrace the moment.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They're behind by 3. 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, what do you think?
And with this much time, they should be able to draw up a play and get themselves a decent look from the three-point line. Still, the D is going to be waiting for it in a contested three. Never an easy shot.
And so it's Boston scraping by with the win. That was a fun night of basketball. Fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And they're